Hey YouTube family, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm Darlene. I am going to do a twin flame reading. That was last one I did. I think it was the first actual twin flame reading I had done. I've done a lot of soulmate readings and you and your person, but that was well received. So I thought I would do another one. Let's see. We're going to do a check-in for the energy from whenever you find this. Probably posted around the 16th or 17th of this month, which is September of 23, but whenever you find it, I believe these readings are timeless, so whenever you find it, I'm going to shuffle. I've got this is the Divine Feminine will be the Arcana deck today, so let me see what's going on with the Divine Feminine, and then we'll pull the Divine Masculine and see what's going on in this challenging twin flame journey. And if you guys clicked on this, you probably already know what that is all about. If not, I'm going to ask you to just go start doing a little research on it, because I just don't have time. It's complicated. It really is. Okay, they're saying that deck is ready. Let me shuffle this one. So I hope everybody's doing well out there. I am mostly, thank you, I am mostly recovered from the full moon trauma and drama I had in my life. Holy cow. That was something. Oh, and if y'all would, show me some love. You know the drill. Hit that like button. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe. I traditionally do, most of the time, do just these loved one readings. So somewhere maybe on here at the end there'll be a pop-up that you can click on that playlist or one of those videos, because I never know who I'm going to read there. That's up to spirit. They just bring in whomever and I just show up. So could be someone that you know that's crossed over. Nope, they're saying the deck's not ready. Let me shuffle a little bit more. Oh my goodness, it's still hot here where I am in Birmingham, but it's okay. Those also? You sure? Okay. But it is September and it's a little bit cooler than it has been, I'm happy to say. I'm saying that because there's lights on up here and it's kind of getting hot. Bear with me here because this particular, you know, it's funny how these decks are different. This particular deck gives me jumpers like that. Well, you didn't see that. Where some of them don't, so I'm trying to just get those out. Let me get a couple more and then I may pull more later, but maybe one more here. So y'all, thank you for your patience. I know you can't see me, but see, like that, just flew out there. All right, and I think I'm going to stop there, and then let me just pull these for the Divine Feminine. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, oh, okay. All right. And the bottom of the deck, because I get a lot of my readings from the bottom of the deck. Huh. Okay. Well, now, this, and I thought about this when I picked this deck, but Spirit said pick that deck, and so I did. This deck that I'm using for the Divine Feminine, I don't do reversals. There's no reversals in it. So I just have to feel the energy of the cards. So if I hold up a card and it's in the upright, but I'm feeling the energy of it being reversed, I'm the reader here, so I get to do that. Y'all have to trust me. Whereas the other deck has reversals in it. So what I'm feeling is, I'm feeling this with this card. This is the Six of Swords. This means somebody's moving on to calmer waters. But what the energy I'm feeling from this is, am I really? Yeah. No, well, maybe I'm feeling a bit of indecision because right next to it, well, not because, that's just the energy I felt off of it, is the Four of Cups. Now, you're either still sitting in disappointment or you're in disappointment because this is still going on, back and forth in your head. But it feels to me like, to simplify this, I think somebody's moving on. I think you would be the person here moving on. You're disappointed about whatever happened here, something that didn't work out with your twin like you wanted it to. But at the same time, I feel like the justice card means getting justice. But the energy I'm feeling off of this card is a little bit of, they don't shoot the messenger, a little bit of self-righteousness. Let me explain. What I'm feeling is you feel you had to get an attitude to get to this place. Let me say this a different way. I think you were so hurt, and I don't have that card here, but I'm feeling the energy of you being hurt, feeling a little bit indignant. How dare they? And you feel like, well, this is the only way I could get justice in my life, was to get up and get on, right? I just kind of feel that's the energy there. No coincidence, Queen of Swords is right next door to that card, and that's part of why I guess I'm feeling that energy. Queen of Swords is all about truth. You see that short? That is a I can't say sharp sword. There we go. Mercury is still retrograde. Well, when I'm recording this. So, yeah, and this came out in your last reading. I remember distinctly, and I remember the feeling I got from this card was the way she's holding, this particular artist depicted this, she's holding this sword up like she's assessing the sharpness on the tip of that sword and deciding exactly where I'm going to point it and who I'm going to cut out of my life. And I still feel like that was in your previous reading, and I still feel that energy here. But I think that's being illuminated, and what's being illuminated is what you're deciding to collaborate here with. You know, the Three of Pentacles is collaboration, simply put, among other things. But that's, you know, the sun is happiness, obviously, and the good life and all that, but it's next to this card, and this is what I feel like is being illuminated, is what you're wanting to collaborate on. And it's also right underneath the Justice card. So I think you felt like in order to get this happiness, you had to balance your own scales. And you had to balance your scales from this kind of energy, because I believe this in and out, this was well, there you go, back me up. The Nine of Wands is often called the player card, the in and out. So I feel like that's reflecting your partner's energy and how you were treated in this relationship. In and out, what's motivating that? What's behind that? The devil, right? I think you felt that you just got darn tired of this in and out energy. It was toxic. You knew that. You tried very, very hard to I know there's a glare on the card, to manifest something. The secondary meaning I'm getting from these three cards, the way that these have come out here, is I think this player was toxic and that he tried to manipulate you. The shoe fits, you know. I think that there could have been a reconciliation. Let me see. And actually, this could also mean you may have wanted and tried to manifest a reconciliation. But it's, you're moving on. And what are you moving on from? The King of Wands, who is that's my, you know, I sort of say reckless. He's not reckless. But in my reading, in this reading, the kind of reading I'm doing right now, that would represent your twin. And again, this is not about gender. When I refer to divine feminine or divine masculine, it's not gender. It's the energy, it's the polarity, whatever physical body you're living in. Yeah, again, it's being backed up. There's an ending here. This Ten of Swords says, you felt stabbed in the back. You felt stabbed in the back. There was too much conflict here, and oh yeah, too much confusion, too many, well, options, but maybe your person had options, and you just finally said, I've had enough and I'm walking away. I think you got clarity on, the Eight of Cups is walking away, but it's walking toward the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And I think you got clarity about this was never going to be a balanced situation. There was imbalance here. There was never going to be a balanced situation. So you realized you had to get single. You had to get yourself, because you could be. You either were or could be. You knew you could be fine on your own. This is independent. She's got everything. She's got money. She can take care of herself. And, hang on one second. And that's because you finally woke up to your self-worth. This is the Empress. She's all the queens rolled into one. She's fertility. She's nurturing. She's all the good qualities. She's loving. You finally woke up to this was your value. Okay, let me go over here now to the masculine. So, he is, let me see. Now, I need to look at one thing here. Bear with me just a minute, because if I turn this, okay, no, read it like this. All right, thank you. Pardon me. He's assessing, short, simple, assessing, because in the upright, this is divine timing. It's planting seeds. It's, you know, seeing what might come of those seeds. In the reverse, this is looking back, thinking, maybe I wasted my efforts. What, you know, so to me, it's like looking back, assessing what you've done, assessing where you put your time and your energy, looking back at the seeds that you planted in love. Now, this does tell me this person did, and I think still does love you, frankly. I didn't get anything like that over here. All I got was disappointment in yours, but in here, I got the lovers. They loved you. They had feelings for you, so don't doubt that. If you were questioning that, they did have feelings. Doesn't mean they acted like they did. Because guess what? They have this same Ten of Swords, but now this is in reverse. That tells me they want to pull those swords out. This, you know, stabbed in the back, betrayed, endings, Ten of Swords. They didn't want this to come to an end. They're hurting. They didn't want this to come to an end. They would like to have pulled those swords out. That's what they'd like to tell you if they could, is they would like to have pulled those swords out. But I think, but also what I'm getting off of that, but they know they caused it. Yeah. What I'm hearing here is that they know they're responsible for this. So, now I believe it always takes two people in a relationship, but the dynamic of the twin flame journey is there's a runner and a chaser. So in this case, the divine feminine was, I believe, well, I don't want to get in. That'll take me an hour if I go into the dynamics of the, if you're here, you know about this already, all right? Runner, chaser. Whatever happened here, let me move on, was a failure, or in their eyes. And I don't always get that energy off of here, but that's the word that's popping off for me here, is they feel this was a failure. That they didn't put the right seeds in. They didn't plant the right seeds. They ended up betraying you in some way, stabbing you, and they could be feeling this way too, stabbed in the back, betrayal, whatever. And it was a failure, right? And now they're having to walk away. They're having to assess, what is my Nine of Cups? Because again, you both got cards. You're moving on, they're moving on. So it tells me that there has been an ending here. Now, I'm going to look over here. Yeah. There's a loss of passion. Let me see what's under here before I open my big mouth, though. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. All right. So, oftentimes this can be physical passion in well, when it's like that, what does it look like? It looks like a phallic symbol, doesn't it? So oftentimes when it's reversed, it means a loss of physical passion. That's not what I'm feeling off of this. I'm feeling there is a loss, partly because of the card that's under it, but the energy I'm feeling is just like this morose disappointment. How am I going to say this? Maybe morose is too strong, but a loss of passion about a choice that they made. Now that could be a lot of different things. It could be that they didn't choose you. Maybe they chose somebody else. Maybe they chose not to step up and be emotionally vulnerable for you. There's a lot of ways that could have played out, but whatever it was hidden. I think that they also did not listen to their intuition, and I think that's part of this loss of passion. It was, I hear misdirected. That's the word I'm hearing. It was misdirected. And they didn't listen to their intuition about what their true Nine of Cups was, which was you, twin. What their true Nine of Cups, meaning their wishes, Nine of Cups is their wishes being fulfilled. And now they're in anxiety about it. They're losing sleep. I'm actually seeing somebody crying about this. I'm seeing a male twin crying about this because they realize now their Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. This is, when the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, it means good fortune. For me as a reader, when it's reversed, that means just the opposite. And here we go. And also this is the Three of Wands in the upright. Look, your ship's coming in, looking forward to the seeds that you planted, but that didn't happen, did it? So now he's just stuck sitting there looking at the things that his wishes and hopes that are not coming to fruition. That's what I feel like that says. Yeah, and I think there was a realization about, I know this is reversed, but the energy I'm feeling is upright, that there's a realization. They're up in their head a lot about a realization that they took too long. Yep, cards are backing me up. That they took too long. So this just could have been somebody who was just messing around and wouldn't commit to you. That Knight of Wands told me that's with that in and out energy, that could be just simply somebody not wanting or not ready to commit. And they took so long that it caused this Tower moment. Yep, and I feel like well, yeah, they could have juggled you, and this is when it's in reverse, it's like dropping the ball. So juggler juggles, he's upright, but if you turn him upside down, the balls fall, right? So the balls have fallen on what he thought was his Ten of Cups, meaning happiness and whatever. Now the other side of this, the Ten of Cups can be too much of a good thing, an illusion. And I think, again, he took too long. He thought he was just going to hang out and play this forever, I guess, right? It's kind of what I'm feeling from this. And he's missing you. He's missing you now. And he doesn't know what to do. Yeah. The sun's not shining in his world right now. Okay, now let me see. Hang on one second. I'm going to put those back. And then I want to, how long? We're at 20 minutes here. Okay. Let me see what, this one? Okay. I just want to pull a couple of cards and see what they want. I got to make a little room here. Bear with me, y'all. What they'd like to say to you. What would you like to say to my twins that are going to see this reading, Spirit? What advice do you have for my twins, please? What advice do you have for my twins here? That's it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Well, it's interesting. Again, I'm running out of room here. I feel like Ace of Cups, that's the cup of love, and it's in the reverse, and it's where it needs to be in the reverse because that's where it is right now. But if the energy around this feels to me, and I don't want to get anybody's hopes up out there, you have your free will, you do what you want to do. I'm not seeing a card of reconciliation here, but what I'm getting from this is when the cup is, even if it's being filled, but if it's being filled with, let's say, impure water, in this case, love, in and out, player energy, whatever, we may need to turn it over and dump it all out to get a fresh start. That's really what I'm feeling from this energy off this card. Pardon me. It feels like it's time to pour that out, start over, whether on your own or with maybe somebody new. I don't have that yet, but let me look. That it's okay, take your time, because you've had the foundation, your foundation pulled out from under you. I think I'm also getting, I don't typically get this from this card even in the reverse, but you're angry, you're pissed, you're upset. I think you're just feeling like, well, he's not seeing my, he's only going to see the backside of me, right? Treated me that way. But this is telling me you need to put the work in, but you need to put the work into yourself now. So focus on yourself so you can turn and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright now. If you work on yourself, you can turn all of this around. And in the twin flame connection, we know what happens. You put that twin aside, you start focusing on yourself, and that's when they want to come in. Good grief, it drives me crazy. Yes, I'm in one too, so I know all about this personally, up close and personal. Yeah, it's like, hang on one second, I'm looking at these other cards. Yeah, I think what you need to do right now, because I think there's been some recent communication with you two, and I feel like the recent communication was that you've decided to be single. And I think Spirit is, and you have decided, and Spirit is affirming that you need to just pull your energy back now, take some time out, and find balance. Find balance. Put this Knight, yeah, don't be impulsive. They're saying, because the Knight of Wands in the reverse it's like he's already impulsive in the upright, but turn him upside down, and then he's just really impulsive. So Spirit is just wanting you to know that the way to find balance in your life, in my opinion, is to focus on you, focus on your path. That whole twin flame, and I said this in the last one, journey it's about balancing energy on the planet. Ultimately, you do that through your relationship with your twin, but you only do that once you can connect your energy into, I'm going to say the 5D for lack of better explanation of wherever that may be in the universe. But you need to raise your vibration. And when you do that, and don't focus on him and her, whatever your twin is doing, and you just focus on you and raising your vibration, you pull your twin's energy up. It just happens. It's part of the twin flame journey. So Spirit is saying it's time to not focus on them. It's time to focus on you and get balance back in your life. Now, this is also saying have patience. But I don't feel like they're saying have patience with your twin. I feel like they're saying be patient with yourself. This was a long, hard journey. This is a bunch of crap you've been through right here. I'm just saying. So be patient with yourself, okay? Don't expect yourself to bounce back and woohoo, the next day. This is some serious heart-wrenching stuff that these journeys put us through, and yes, us. Is there anything else, Spirit? Let me just see here. Yeah, they're just, excuse me, they're just saying, you just need to focus on what you want, your dreams and wishes, your hopes. Don't worry about manifesting your twin back. Don't worry about that. You just focus on you. Sisters and brothers, that's That's the message. Just focus on you for right now. Take a time out. Take a chill pill. Go get a massage. Take a trip if you need to. Just pull your energy back. Get yourself back. Heal yourself. And let that be where it is for now. I just keep hearing, take a chill pill. And then we'll see what the next chapter is. I think I'm liking doing these readings, so I might just keep doing them every week. Try to get y'all one a week if I can. But that's it. Well, I'm wishing you much love and light because this, again, I know this was hard, and it is hard. I'm sitting in it, so I know personally. All right, if you guys stayed to the end, thank you so much for clicking on my video and watching and giving me your time today. I value your time very much. And if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your journey has been like and where you are, if this resonates with you, if this is hitting home, if this is what you're feeling like is going on with you. And if it's not your story, please don't try to make it fit. And if you would be so kind as to hit that like button on your way out, I'd be ever so grateful. Many blessings to you all, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.